All righty then. Yeah, we're in the kitchen, and loads happened yesterday. Yesterday being Valentine's Day,
Yes.
but both of us weren't here on air because we decided to go have a good time. Leave everyone else do the work.
Yes,
but how did you spend your Valentine's?
My Valentine's was interesting. Okay, very importantly, I actually was at MM's event, sanitize the girl child. It was amazing. I love the fact that this Valentine, a lot of people actually did a lot of reach out, because one of my pattern girls as well did an outreach to the elderly. She went to an elder's home and all of that with some supplies, with some other pattern girls, and they did that. But I was at the sanitize the girl campaign. Yeah. We went to a school somewhere in Ikorodu, Keme Balogun school, and it was amazing. We had girls from SS1 to 3, spoke to them about etiquette, which was the segment I handled. Etiquette, how to be groomed as a proper lady, how to sit, how to stand, how to speak, all kind of things. And of course, we had BC, of course, from your view, talk to them about finding their purpose and finding their true self. Then, very importantly, we had a conversation on sexual education and personal hygiene, and it was amazing the feedback we got. Right, initially the girls were actually shy, but when it came around to the question and answer segment, it was overwhelming. The questions they were asking from their personal experiences, because they were asking questions like, what if your father is sleeping with you? What if, like, what do you want to do if you want to run away from home? It was green, to be honest. We had some girls, because the questions, and then once, because they were initially shy, but once one question
they opened up.
Exactly, the questions came pouring in about how their uncles are. Of course, initially they were not saying directly, but then again, you could tell they're telling from personal experience, because these girls were really young. We had some girls crying because, amazingly, we had a counselor there. We also had someone there, Amotaya. She has a book. She's been on TV on the Wake Up before. Talk to them about sexual education and things like that. So she had, we definitely spoke about getting in contact with like child social care services and all of that. It was overwhelming.
It's actually very impressive that they're speaking now. But then there also have to be events over and over and over like this in different schools. Now, this particular school has had this opportunity to hear from women like yourself, like like BC, but how many other outreaches have to happen before this information goes around? We need to really think about that. It felt like you ladies went there to show love to them, and hopefully
we told them to go home.
Yeah.
And not to go with
anywhere
any
else,
man or any boy.
Yeah,
especially because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
like that. So
a lot of people,
the time seemed perfect for.
A lot of people put out a lot of weird memes and posts about, how many Valentine's babies are going to be born in the next 9 months and things like that. And we take these jokes kind of lightly, but there's no smoke without fire. There's always some truth to everything people post. We just have to find that fine line within it. Speaking of fine lines, in terms of advertising, everyone knows that. Well, not everyone. The assumption really is now that the whole Valentine's idea has always been a marketing gimmick, a way for people to make sales in different areas, in different ways, and make some money. After the Christmas and New Year's rush has dulled down, then something in February for people to look forward to. Advertisers and brands have been competing over the years because of this. Now, there is a telecommunications brand that is yellow, who just happened to ask another telecommunications brand or say Happy Valentine's to another brand.
To be their Valentine.
Yeah. Now, this one just happens to be red. And you know who we're talking about, even though we won't mention their names. But there was a really interesting response from the red brand, and it was reposted all over social media. It was really romantic, but it does go
like
to
a brand asking another brand out.
Yes. And then there were some other brands that were being called out in the comments that, look.
It happens to be the color of your hair.
Oh yes. One is the color of my hair. Like, you people better get in here before the spec networks get taken.
Yeah.
But it is all about marketing, so let's not get wrapped up in it. God is love.
Yes, of course.
God is love.
The greatest love of all.
And we should be showing love every day of the year, not just on Valentine's. Yes, let's get all wrapped up in the chocolate and the bright colored outfits, but let's not forget that we should show love to one another.
And in
every
case you
single
chopped breakfast yesterday, don't worry, the year is still just beginning.
Wow.
You can recover.
At that point, we will be taking a quick break.
Yeah.
And don't forget to show some love just because.